Guess what? If you guessed that it's story time, you are correct. So, take a few minutes to get extremely comfortable. Blankets, warm things if you're somewhere cold, tasty drinks. And while you're doing that, I will tell you that this podcast and all of these stories are supported by patrons. So if you like these stories and you would like to support the stories, you could become a patron too. And you can do that at patreon.com/canItellYouAstory. patreon.com/canItellYouAstory. And you will receive bonus stories and other things which you can read about on the site. And now, I hope you're comfortable. Let's begin. Lefindra is named for a flower that doesn't exist. It's a hard act to follow an imaginary bloom. So much potential for perfection. Lefindra blooms in the darkness, when she flowers at all. Ask me for a favour, she says, studying her fingernails. They're painted red, and they're not interesting. I need to say no to someone. There's a black yacht in the harbour, and I want it, says Maxent from the shadows beyond the lamp's soft silver light. Buy it for me. No, says Lefindra. She rolls her shoulders, and the tension doesn't ease. She's always bracing for something, never sure what. The just-in-case readiness for a fear made real, that never comes. But the longer she waits, the closer it has to be. Right? Right? Now, ask for something else, she says. Why would I ask for anything else if the answer is going to be no? Raise the stakes, say yes to 1 out of 3. The lighter in Maxent's hand clicks in metallic punctuation to his words. He doesn't smoke. Lefindra asked him once why he needs a lighter. He said it was a gift from somebody he only met one time. They gave him a suggestion and a light to light the way. She'd asked him why he was still here if he had somewhere else to be, and he said he was waiting for the tide. It's dark outside, the heavy curtains drawn closed. The air in the room feels brackish and stultifying. Fine, says Lefindra, exhaling all the breath in her lungs in a rush. 1 out of 3. Unseen, Maxent smiles in the dark. 1. Buy me the boat. 2. Sail with me to the island above the waves. 3. Never look back. That's cheating. It's not. I already said no to the first. The second and the third rely on a yes that you didn't get. You never said. It was implied. But the words of Maxent's final favour echo around her mind. Never look back. It's tempting. A way to escape a life that's so small and so desperately, achingly stagnant. Just buy a boat and sail away. Don't look back. Is it that simple? Could it be? You can't buy it from me, says the man at the marina, smooth and tailored. Not even a hair out of place, speculation slides right off him. He looks out to the black yacht, floating in the inky water, hands clasped behind his back. But I'll look the other way if you steal it. Why would you do that? Reasons, says the man over his shoulder. He's already walking away, his footsteps too quiet on the wooden pier. Lefindra and Maxent lie spread-eagle on the foredeck, feet dangling. Stars hang above them like flour spilled across the heavens. The water is barely moving. Soft current. No wind. I don't think it was his boat, says Maxent. Why let it be stolen? Maybe it's cursed, and he wanted to be rid of it. Then why wouldn't he sell it? Take the cash. Reasons, he said. Lefindra shrugs, and the wood of the deck feels scratchy warm under her shoulders. Good thing we're not looking back. A slim crescent moon begins to lift from the water, horns first. The day dawns bright and silent. Overnight, someone has taken the horizon. The sea and the sky are the same. The current pulls them. Look, They speak the word together. Above the waves is a smudge that grows into land, sand and trees and a castle on a crag. Why do you want to come here? Lefindra squints into the morning. Rumours. The lighter clicks in his hand. Open. A moment of dancing flame. Closed. Repeat. Repeat. Rumours of what? A tree. There were trees back where we came from. Not this kind. When you eat its fruit, it will grant you your heart's desire. Will it? What's your heart's desire? I don't know. That's why I'm here. Huh. You think that's how it works? You don't have to know first? Lefindra watches Maxent watching the land swell ahead of them as the breeze blows his hair around his face, his jaw clenching and releasing, his gaze filled with a longing that makes her feel like the deck is crumbling from underneath her feet. Anchored, the black yacht hangs in the sea. The black yacht hangs in the sky. Lefindra and Maxent slide from the side, and it's hard to know if they're swimming or flying to the shore. They walk up the beach, awkward shuffling sandwalk through the drifts of tiny stars. The castle is a rook on a rock, overlooking everything. What does this tree look like? I don't know. You're going to eat from all of them. If that's what it takes. What if the others are poisoned? Lay my corpse out on the deck, in the sun and the salt, until I'm only bones. And then what? Whatever you want. Decorate the boat with them. Make a flute from my femur and play for the whales. Drink rum from my skull. Just don't leave me behind. Maxent turns to face her, and his eyes are in shadow. Lefindra? What? Do you know what your heart wants? Will you eat it, the fruit? Lefindra's heart is a trap, and she feels it snap shut again on Maxent's question. It's snapped shut and snapped shut and snapped shut over years, and each time it's been a relief. She's not sure she wants that to change. Have to find it first, she says, toes scrunching into the sand. Find your heart, or find the fruit? Lefindra keeps her eyes down and keeps walking towards the tree line. The castle on the crag is a grassy ruin. Beneath it is a walled orchard, overgrown and tangled, wizened apple trees with heavy twisting branches, pears and an apricot tree, parsley gone to seed, wild strawberries scattered through the long grasses, the same colour as Lefindra's fingernails, the day she wanted to say no and said yes instead, never looking back. No one has been here for a long time. Which is it? I don't know. None of these. They wander the orchard, ducking falling branches that haven't given up, still growing leaves, still reaching for the light. It's warm. The air hums. What if your heart wants something that you don't want? Could it? Couldn't it? The sun is staining the sky orange and purple when they find it. The tree is small, the same height as Lefindra, and its leaves are dark and glossy. Never look back, says Maxent, his fingers reaching for the fruit. Everything is hyper-real. The sunset colours make the world glow. Looking at his face is like looking into a dream. He's a different person every time Lefindra blinks, but still recognisably himself. The fruit in his hand being drawn closer to his lips. His teeth sink into flesh and juice runs down his chin. Lefindra can't bear the holiness of the moment. What's it taste like? Do you know what your heart wants now? Did it work? Maxent doesn't answer. His eyes are closed. He's barely breathing. He's lost in an internal world of flavour and fate. Lefindra looks at the tree in front of her and feels truth, like the flame in Maxent's pocket. She is named for a flower that doesn't exist. Or so she'd been told. Were they wrong? Had she been living into a lie of non-existence all her life? What if this tree has her name hidden in the tight buds of its flowers? What if? She will never know, but What if? She reaches out a hand in the last light of the day and feels the warm weight of the fruit in her fingers, her heart beating fast inside layers and layers of traps. She wants to open up her chest. The pressure of hope is too much. Lefindra takes a short, constricted breath and closes her eyes. She opens her mouth. She rests the fruit between her teeth, sun-warmed and smooth. She bites down. Thanks for listening. I hope that you enjoyed this story. And if you did and you'd like more stories, perhaps you'd like to become a patron. Patrons receive bonus stories, and there are piles of them waiting on the site for you already. And you can find out more about that on patreon.com/Can I Tell You a Story. Until next time, follow your heart's desire and never look back.